Okay, let's do a little sound check with this wind. Blow, wind, blow. Blow, wind, blow. They've calmed down quite a bit. That's exciting. The sun does magic to the waters. Man, ancestors are coming in thick. I hope you're ready. I know you've been saying you're ready, but the part of you inside that has been voiceless and scared, resistant, but you wouldn't even know it because you don't even know it's there. It's like, I am not. It's under that box going, you're not getting in there. It's like this crunchy little green thing. Kind of take like a baby Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or like a Mario thing. Those little turtle things with the spikes on the back, and crunch them down and make them part like Dino Baby hatching out of an egg mixed with a gremlin. Apparently I'm just recording anyway, so hopefully this wind is not getting you guys, because they're like, Joy, keep talking. So, here we go, up close and personal. Thank you for the kiss on the cheek. Friends, I want to tell you thanks. I love you bunches. Let me see if I can uncrooked that water. There we go. Very challenging and difficult time in my life. And as we all know, transitions are. And I've been a person of strong faith, but just have been pummeled by long-standing, hideous scenarios, one after the other, from the time both of my children were born. And my older one will be 27 in September, and my younger one turned 23 in June. And the elderly gentleman, who I don't think of as elderly at all, he's a fantastic mind and creative person and a kind heart, was asking me about yesterday, and I did quite well before the tears started to flow. And I really wanted to give y'all a solar update, but let's just do this, okay? And I finally started crying, and he's like, that's okay. Tears are allowed here. And the home I grew up in, they were not. They were not. You had to have these steely nerves, and you had to lock it all down. I could even remember I got to see my grandmother once a year for a day and a half. Sweetest woman. Strawberry ice cream is the best description of her, and I'm talking all natural. And that's his mother. And I can't remember a day in my life around her that he did not destroy her at some point. And because his father left when he was 4 and left for another woman. And of course, that's from the era, he was born in the late 40s. And that's from the era where every problem in the marriage was the woman's fault. And this isn't man and woman. This is just simply a life story, okay? So bring it in there and breathe. But we would go to leave, and I can remember when we back out their driveway, we had to go up a pretty steep incline. It was in Alabama. And I would see her holding her chest and her little wave like this. It's a tiny woman, just about 5 feet tall. And her crying because she loved us all so much. But most people found it incredibly hard to be around my dad. Man, when he was just not just ripping into anybody, everybody loves him. Scorpio, right? And a wounded Scorpio is, man, fierce. So anyways, we're pulling off, and I'm not allowed to cry, right? And he would look in the mirror at me. And I can remember sometimes feeling like guys with an Adam apple, like there was this ball in my throat that was just going to explode if I had to hold the tears down anymore, because there was no way to do it. So I would hold as long as I could. And when she's fading out of sight, I could barely take it any longer. And because I knew very little love in the home. And I would have to take the little crumbs of those days and piece it out throughout the year. So anyway, sometimes I would succeed, sometimes I wouldn't, but I would never let him see it. So I would turn towards the window and, like prop my hand like this, because often I was on the right-hand side, and and looking away and just keeping it all inside, no sound, no anything. And so anyways, this channel, when the Great Spirit was like, share your story, I'm like, no. Because apparently I'm still in the midst of it, right? It's a quiet space inside me knows it's all going to work out. But it's horrific and terrifying and scary and feeling so alone, especially just having left an abuser and the one who actually beat him half to death. And just lots of strong emotion and what to do with it. Because by nature, I'm a very happy person and have had to experience a lot of this stuff that from my earliest trainings had to just go down, right? And that's why these salty waters have been medicine for my soul. And now my relationship with you guys. And if you ever wonder and feel like I'm talking directly to you, it's because I am. We may not have met face to face, and I don't know everyone's name or birthday or address, but I've known you in my heart from when I was the tiniest girl. I mean, still in a crib with my eyes opening up and knowing that there was this massive love. And if you were like me and you've ever felt like the world that you're in is destroying any of that sense of knowing and that sense of feeling, and you're having to take those little breadcrumbs to last 365 days or 364 and a half, right? You shouldn't have to go through that. You are loved and you are not alone, and that's why I'm here. And so anyways, this time of beating it back, knowing that there I was about on death's door again, is like stage 3 kidney disease. And my brother's a nurse practitioner, and he's like, sis, you got to get back to the hospital. I don't know why they keep sending you home. You could be dead in 2 days' time. And I'm like, okay. And the person I was with refused to take me. And you're like, can't you drive yourself? Well, not when you're having that crazy vertigo. And in a second, you could feel like you were punched and you can't see anything. And it's in my heart to do no harm. That's the first tenet of a massage therapist, right? And of a lover of life, of course. But Spirit was like, get the police to remove him. Go have your surgery. And then you start back recording. And so I did all that. And the massive kidney pain and everything else going on and the tenderness in my heart, that sacred stuff going on with my son. And my other son is so well loved. And I don't talk about him much here because it's not necessary at this time. He's going through his own challenges, but he is able to navigate them because his head is still attached, right? His mind is still there. But y'all can send him all the love and juicy joyousness you'd like to. But all this is to say I appreciate you giving my life purpose. Because often the first thing that happens is we lose meaning. And when a serious trauma and trial keeps going, we eventually lose purpose too and lose ourself and lose everything. And having all that come on the piggyback of cancer and just the chronic abuse. And if any part of my happiness or self started to show up, it was like smashed down. So here I am. Y'all are watching somebody be birthed right in front of you, being restored to life and restored to joy. And so I do listen to these messages as well. And the meaning in my life is beginning to spring forward. And it gives me comfort and peace to know that there are people out there who care, that are showing up, even if you're just showing up for the messages. That's a lot to me because I've dreamt of you from my earliest days. I'm talking diapers, y'all. And I believed I would change the world. And I would change the world by coloring it with love. Because love is the universal principle, right? Of knowing that there is a greater force that is in with you on your life, being fantastic and supporting you and sending care and compassion your way. Joy is the individuation. Because like what makes you feel loved might be different than the person 2 seats down or 2 doors down, right? And that's how we color the world with love. And that's why it's called Joy to the World. Because when you feel loved, you begin to feel joyous. It's coming in that personal expression. That's what it is. Because truly, y'all, we're not seeking love. We're seeking joy. And that these are the qualities of life. It's always a triumvirate, right? Because when life comes in, we begin to feel loved. and then we express our joy. So all that's to say is thank you. And for those who've joined the channel, if you haven't seen, we've reached over 1,000 subscribers, which one of the hardest pockets to move past is from 500 to 1,000. And y'all gave me the drive and determination to do that. It was like, just go be outdoors, be you, Joy. The thumbnails aren't edited. I sometimes look like a donkey hee-hawing, whatever, This life is too precious for me to be squandering on other things. And when I have the strength and the energy, maybe it will be fluffed up a bit more. But by then, I assume you'll just be showing up for this that we have anyway. So blessings on your day and on your life, and that space in your heart that has wondered, why are you here? Are you really loved? Should you try again? Is there a way out of all that recklessness and the nightmare into true life and into true living? And I say yes. I'm living proof. Let's do it together, friend. Let's rise together. Let's come into this place and let's color this world with love and all the shades of joy that we are. That's why I talk about the whole crayon box. Love is just the wax formula for the crayon. Joy is that color, right? So let's express it, friends. No more shyness. Let's let that place, that little thing that's crunching in me, let it out. It is ancient. It is ancient. And it goes back several generations in your DNA right now of what you have been coming out of. And that might be why it seems never ending and like it's impossible. But that's why the forces like Ophiuchus, no, I did not Hakalugi. It is the 13th zodiac, and it is hidden for such reason. That's why we're told 13 is an unlucky number, because it steers away those who are just followers. But you're not. You're a leader, and you are following something so deep and ancient that it's ready to have you call out to it. And that's why we talk about asking good questions here. Okay, it's not an ant, it's a curl. Pardon me, y'all. Okay, well, enough for now. I love you. Let me know you were here. Drop something down in the comments down below. And if you're like, who is this person? Yeah, we talk all that zodiac zhuzh up in here. We do chit chats. We do seaside stuff. Soon I'll have the meditation channel going. I'm already doing some of it behind the scenes, but getting it ready for you guys. If that's an accessory you would like for your life, so bringing in your true nature, right? And so other things on the horizon. Just wanted to let you know you can subscribe, join my channel. I'd love to have you here. Also, take a touch of love and tickle that like button. I appreciate you guys. All right, love you.